If you love drawing vector shapes in Affinity, you're going to want to know about the Vector Blob Brush tool and the Vector Erase Brush tool. Both of these are super useful, and today I'm going to show you exactly how they work. You can find both tools right here. First, I'll go with the Vector Blob Brush tool. I'll pick a color. Then I'll adjust the size from the context toolbar up here. I can also use the left and right square bracket shortcut keys. Then I'll click and drag to start drawing. The shape I get is a vector, which means I can edit it later with the node tool. Let me switch back to the Vector Blob Brush tool. If I select an existing vector shape and draw over it again, any overlapping areas will automatically merge into a single vector curve on the same layer. But if the new shape isn't overlapping, it will be created as a separate shape on a separate layer. However, if you want to draw over an existing shape without merging them together, I'll just deselect the existing shape first by pressing Ctrl D, and then I'll draw over it. The new shape will be added as a separate layer on its own. And one more thing, I can also use the Vector Blob Brush tool to add to any existing vector shape, including shapes made with any of Affinity's built-in shape tools. Now let's take a look at the context toolbar. Up here, I can switch between a round nozzle or square nozzle. I can adjust the brush size from here. I'll also find the stabilizer settings, which include rope mode and window mode, along with inputs for rope length or window size, depending on which mode I select. Let's turn on the stabilizer and try rope mode first. I'll leave the rope length to 1 pixel for now, and it works pretty much like a regular brush. If I increase the rope length, let's slide it all the way up. Watch how the line behaves as I drag the brush. Rope mode lets you draw as if you are dragging a rope. It produces smooth shapes with sharp corners. So the higher the rope length, the more I can create sharp corners. Now let's switch to window mode and also set the window size to 1. And it behaves just like a regular brush. Now if I max out the window size, the window mode works differently. Notice how flexible the line behaves. It follows the direction of the cursor with a flexible line, giving us smooth shapes without any sharp corners. I'll also find control settings right here with a few options to choose from. The controller lets me set how the brush responds based on the device I'm using, whether it's a mouse or a pen tablet. If I'm using a pen tablet, I can select pressure. So I'm using a pen on a touchscreen laptop now. I'll select pressure to enable sensitivity. Then I'll increase the brush size to 150 pixels. I'll leave this to window mode and also set the window size to 1. The pressure controller gives me a lot more flexibility and control over the brush shape. If I use mouse, I can set it to velocity, but I find it hard to achieve similar effect. Alright, now let's talk about the Vector Erase Brush tool. You can find it by clicking the Vector Blob Brush tool icon to reveal the subtools and click to select it, or simply right-click on the icon and select Vector Erase Brush tool. Once selected, just brush over any part of the vector shape to erase it. Simple as that. And if you head to the context toolbar, you'll notice it has the same settings as the Vector Blob Brush tool. Before we wrap up, let me share a couple of tips that will make things even more useful. First, if you want to draw a straight line with the Vector Blob Brush tool, just hold Shift while drawing. This works with the Vector Erase Brush tool as well. Second, and this one's my favorite, if you are using the Vector Blob Brush tool and want to quickly erase something, just press and hold the Alt key and brush over it. And if you are in the Vector Erase Brush tool and want to draw instead, press and hold the Alt key and draw. so you can switch between drawing and erasing on the fly without having to go back to the toolbar every single time. And that's a wrap. The Vector Blob Brush Tool and Vector Erase Brush Tool are seriously game changers for anyone working with vectors in Affinity. If you want to learn more about Affinity, check out my other tutorial videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.